We're fast, we're firm, we're ready for a Friday. They're in the gate. And the race is on. River City Rocker in the green colors toward the inside, showing the best early speed. Castleborn was out in good order, and here's Laverne charging through down toward the inside. It's River City Rocker just in front, but surrounded on both sides. Castleborn to the outside, Laverne toward the inside. The Monster Iris Voodoo Priestess, the five of them are only separated by a length as they go up the back stretch. It's River City Rocker just in front. Castleborn, the Monster Iris up from the outside, now third. Between Horses, Voodoo Priestess is fourth, and Laverne now drops out to trail about 4 lengths front to back with 6 furlongs remaining in their journey. The opening quarter in 23 4/5 seconds. River City Rocker, no breathers here. Castleborn right up alongside within a half length. Up on the outside, the Monster Irish in the orange colors is third, about 2.5 adrift. Right to that one's inside Voodoo Priestess. And dropping back quickly there was Laverne, who's already 7 lengths last. They have just over a half mile left to go in their journey. River City Rocker still just in front of Castleborn, who presses right up alongside. 47 flat for the opening half mile. Voodoo Priestess stays toward the fence. The Monster Iris in the orange is still out 3 deep as they wind around that turn. River City Rocker still a length in front. Castleborn the first to come under pressure. Room at the inside for Voodoo Priestess. The Monster Iris going to loop up on the outside. They still got to come get River City Rocker and Manny Jimenez. River City Rocker to the top of the stretch. Voodoo Priestess swings off the rail now out to the 2 path to come after that long-time leader. Down the outside, the Monster Iris. 3/16 left to go. River City Rocker bracing for the oncoming challenge of Voodoo Priestess. The Monster Iris just in behind. These 3 lining up now with a furlong left to go. Between Horses, Voodoo Priestess. River City Rocker down toward the inside is not done, though. River City Rocker still there. Voodoo Priestess a neck back at the 16th pole. It's River City Rocker. Voodoo Priestess 50 yards left to settle the score. River City Rocker in front. Voodoo Priestess second best. River City Rocker got it. Voodoo Priestess was second, the Monster Iris third, fourth was Castleborn. And the race is on. Tisha from the outside got away cleanly, goes out to the early advantage. Here's Paez, and here's Mi De Niro down toward the inside. It's going to be Paez and Mi De Niro, the 2 that go on best. Tisha up from the outside, driving through between runners, Echo Lane. Cool Kid is right there in that second flight, as is Nancy Made My Day. They're very tight-knit here, as Love and May and Noble One are at the back, but only about 4 lengths cover the group as Paez takes him into that far turn, just a neck in front. Mi De Niro counters right back toward the inside, and Mi De Niro now ahead in front. Paez back to second, but now Paez coming back up. They're trading blows up on the front end. They're 2 lengths in front of Echo Lane, who's in behind in third. Length and a half more back to Cool Kid on the outside in the red colors, fourth. Love and May stays toward the fence in fifth as Paez, Mi De Niro continue to do battle. It's Paez prevailing now, neck in front. Mi De Niro second toward the inside. Then comes Echo Lane. Cool Kid swings toward the outside for the drive, trying to make up 3.5 in the final 3/16. Mi De Niro continues to fight with Paez. These 2 been going at it for much of the journey, and Mi De Niro's in front. Mi De Niro now suddenly a length and a half in front. Echo Lane going to look toward the inside. Paez on the outside, but it's Mi De Niro's Mario Villalobos in front. Mi De Niro going to go on to win it by 2 in the end. Echo Lane up for second. Third was Paez. Fourth was Tisha. And the race is on. Caught him at a pretty good line. World Factor toward the outside was out quickest. Down toward the inside, Motown Blues is forwardly placed and getting down on it right between them. And joining the party out on the far outside is Shameless Appeal. So 4 of them line up. In fact, they're racing in 2 groups of 4 as they go into that turn. And Motown Blues is going to cut the corner along with getting down on it. Those 2 now 1-2. Jebby down toward the inside also took advantage of that post. And it gets up to the 3rd spot with World Factor. Anzio between horses in a tight spot there, 5th. Length and a half more back to Successful Appeal in 6th. Inside of that runner comes Blind Eye in 7th. At the back early on, as here's Liam. But just 7 lengths cover the group with 4.5 furlongs remaining, 23-3 for that opening quarter mile. On the front end, Motown Blues, the leader just. On the outside, getting down on it now, presses up and getting down on it, goes to the front. Motown Blues back to second. World Factor pulls up to be third, getting a little bit closer, draws within a length and 3/4. Jebby got shuffled back a touch, is now fourth, joined on the outside by Blind Eye. It's a length more than back to Anzio's down on the fence, 6th, but only 5 off the lead. It's 2 more than back to Here's Liam, and dropping out last, Successful Appeal. Long shot getting down on it. Took him through an opening half in 48 seconds flat. Getting down on it around to the quarter pole. World Factor is a clear second. Up on the outside, Jebby trying to get going. Still has to make up 2.5 in the final 3/16 as they turn to the top of the stretch. Getting down on it is the leader. It's getting down on it there by 2 to World Factor. Jebby down the outside. Anzio's made up some ground along with Blind Eye. A final furlong left to go. Getting down on it, trying to see out this trip. Still leads at a length and 3/4. World Factor trying to get to that one. Blind Eye is closing from from third, and down the outside, here's Liam. Getting down on it, World Factor. Getting closer, it's getting down on it, World Factor. Getting down on it, looking for the wire. Getting down on it, held on. World Factor was second. Third ended up very close between Blind Eye, and here's Liam. And the race is on. Perturb got away just a step slow. Any Fool's Gold showing good speed up from the outside. Afterneath is very quick. White Heat between horses, but Afterneath all the way up to crossover from the outside and going to drop all the way to the rail. Leads it now by 2 to White Heat. Any Fool's Gold there second and third. Length more back to Chica Music. Advancing on the outside is One Cool Chick now to fourth. It's 2 more back to Corinth, who settles down in the 6th position. It's Breakable 2 more back to Perturb. Sipping times to that one's outside in 8th. Another 3 back to Fluffy, and at the back early on is Stately Aprils. They are strung out over about 15 lengths. And up front, it's Afterneath who has them strung out. Afterneath and Sylvester Gonzalez to the top of the stretch. The lead 2.5. White Heat trying to cut into that margin. A length and a half more back to One Cool Chick, who's made steady progress on the turn. Any Fool's Gold in the red colors toward the inside is still 3 lengths adrift. Afterneath has to make just over another furlong. Still leads it by 2 to White Heat. Any Fool's Gold down toward the inside. In behind that comes One Cool Chick. It's Afterneath still there, maintaining that 2-length advantage. Big run from out of the clouds from Fluffy. Going to try to get up for a minor placing, maybe for the win. Afterneath still there. Fluffy charging down the outside, but Afterneath is going to get it. Fluffy got up for second, and third was White Heat. Fourth was Corinth. And the race is on. Great Britain from the outside got away quickly. Gospel Way as well, so the 2 outside runners quickest. It's going to be Gospel Way to go to the front. Great Britain second. Down toward the inside, Clint Maroon comes through inside of Social Long Distance. They're third and fourth. In behind horses, Remembering Wilbur is fifth. Down along the inside, 7 channels. Going to be a 3-deep trip here for Wicked Finn, who stays out in the clear. A little bit of shuffling there in that second flight. Social Long Distance and Great Britain both had a little bit of trouble in that first turn. We'll go back to the front here. It's Gospel Way in front. Gospel Way leads it by just over length. Social Long Distance now out of the pack to challenge from second. Great Britain third. Wicked Finn 4 wide, joining Clint Maroon. The top 5 only separated 2.5. It's 2 more back to Remembering Wilbur. Then comes 7 channels. Scano's back in the 8th position. It's another 3. Then back to Chess's Dream and Auction Kingdom Trails. They have a half mile left to go. 24 and 3. Time for that opening quarter mile. And up on the front end, Social Long Distance takes over. Gospel Way now back to second. Great Britain is third. Wicked Finn, the favorite, continues out in the clear, is fourth, but going to be 3 deep again on this turn as Social Long Distance takes him into the turn. Great Britain now moving within a length. Wicked Finn cruising up on the outside. 49 seconds for that opening half mile. Social Long Distance, Great Britain, and here's Wicked Finn on the outside. These 3 line up at the quarter pole. Just in behind them, Scano going to follow the favorite as they come to the top of the stretch. Wicked Finn puts a nose in front. Great Britain back to second. Scano, 7 channels, both swing into action down the outside. It's Wicked Finn the leader. Here's 7 channels right down the crown of the track, trying to come after this favorite leader. Great Britain still pitching away. 7 channels right up alongside of Wicked Finn. These 2 come to the 16th pole. 7 channels goes to the front. Wicked Finn now back to second. 7 channels. Michael Sanchez going to go on to win it here by almost a length in the end. Second was Wicked Finn. Third went to Scano. Photo fourth. And the race is on. Missy Boss hopped at the start. Fonda down toward the inside, goes out to the early advantage. Hidden Vase showing good debut run, and Call the Question is right there and behind with Determined Driver in the blue colors, who's out in fourth. Down to the inside, Land of Hope and Dreams was out in fifth. It's 2 more back to Call Another Play in sixth. Then comes Buzz Away, and Missy Boss after the slow beginning is the trailer. Fonda takes him to the far turn, in front by just ahead. Hidden Vase right up alongside, pressing that one. Those 2 debut runners got that opening quarter mile in 22 and 3/5 seconds. Call the Questions just in behind is in the 3rd position. A length and a half more then back to Determined Driver, who's 4th. They've gotten away by 3.5 to the rest. As they come toward the top of the stretch, Hidden Vase not cornering especially well, floats out to about the 5 path. As Fonda and Call the Question, those 2-1-2, Determined Driver coming out to join them. That one, stablemate Call Another Play, is rallying up in behind horses as well. They have a furlong left to go. Down the outside, Determined Driver hits the front. In between horses, Call the Question. Down toward the inside, Fonda, and also making up some ground, Call Another Play. It's Determined Driver way out in the center of the track, but in front. Determined Driver, nice winner here. It's 16-1. Second looked like Call Another Play, getting up over stablemate Call the Question. Land of Hope and Dreams was right there in that photo for third, but I think got fourth. They're in the gate. And the race is on. Storm and Amanda in the center. Heartburn, those two showing the best early pace. Looking at Kisses down to there inside was out in third, and up from the outside more than a Storm. But it's Storm and Amanda, Yanavilas, to lead him by the wire the first time, in front by a length and a half. Heartburn is in the second position, a length and a half more back to Looking at Kisses. On that one's outside more than a Storm. They're third and fourth. Satisfied, the gray, is fifth. It's a length and a half in front of the other gray, Nancy My Love. Down to the inside goes High Fashion Lady. And at the back early on is Sing Along. 5.5 furlongs left to go in their journey, and it's Storm and Amanda the leader, 23 and 3 for that opening quarter mile. Storm and Amanda takes them out of the backstretch past the 5/8 pole, length and a half to the good of Heartburn in second. It's 2.5 more then. Back to Looking at Kisses, who's third on the inside. More than a Storm travels in fourth, outside of Satisfied fifth. They're pretty well strung out here. It's another 3.5 then. Back to High Fashion Lady, Nancy My Love, and Sing Along. About 11 or 12 separate the 8 of them. 3.5 furlongs from the money. Off an opening half in 48 and 1/5 seconds. And up front, it's Storm and Amanda the leader. Storm and Amanda by a length to Heartburn in second. They're 3.5 now clear of Looking at Kisses, who's back in third. Trying to get going more than a Storm from fourth. Satisfied is fifth. Nothing really running on from the back just yet. Is up front Heartburn right up alongside of Storm and Amanda. These two been 1-2 throughout. Here's Heartburn right up alongside now to Poconos in front. Storm and Amanda back to second. Still 3 more lengths. Back to Looking at Kisses. Nancy My Love trying to wind up in between horses. Also High Fashion Lady is putting in a bid. Heartburn takes over past the 3/16 pole and kicks away 2.5. Back to Storm and Amanda. Satisfied down toward the inside. Late run down the outside from High Fashion Lady. Also putting in a bid is Nancy My Love. A final 16th left to go, and Heartburn and Heavy on Toledo in front by 4. Satisfied, High Fashion Lady there second and third. Heartburn going to go on to win it at 3-1, won at 3.5 in the end. Satisfied, then came High Fashion Lady. I think Sing Along might have got up for fourth. It is a photo there for fourth and fifth. And the race is on. Elevated Forever showing good speed down toward the inside. Eye of Gunfighter is right there along with Vintner. Those three are fastest through the first 16th of a mile. Barley One came away just in behind them along with Castano down toward the inside. They're fourth and fifth. But as they go past the wire for the first time around, down on the inside, Eye of Gunfighter, Vintner between horses, and 3 deep here for Elevated Forever as they run into that first turn. Joe Phillips off the pace today is back in fourth along with Barley One in fifth. Length and a half more back to Castano, sixth in the black colors toward the inside. After that comes Noble Conquest in the red. Resident Liberals back third last. Hrothgar with 1 beat early on, and that's Celerity who's the early trailer. 23 and 4 for that opening quarter mile. Onto the back stretch they run. And up on the outside, Elevated Forever, leading just ahead now to Vintner in the second position. They're 2 lengths clear of Eye of Gunfighter, who's back in third. Joe Phillips now tugs up to put a nose into that third spot, and here's Joe Phillips coming up after the leaders midway down the back stretch. Barley One, meanwhile, stays out in the clear, is up to fourth, as dropping back there is Eye of Gunfighter. Castano moving up alongside of that one. Then comes Resident Liberal. They go past the 3/8 pole, and here's Joe Phillips up on the outside coming after the lead. Elevated Forever between horses. Vintner down on the fence. Barley One looms just in behind fourth right now as Joe Phillips takes over. 48 seconds for that opening half mile. Castano's on the march as well. Joe Phillips the leader, but here's Castano with a big move on the outside. Barley One biding time, going to wait for that one to go as Castano comes right up alongside of Joe Phillips. Barley One swings into action down the outside, Noble Conquest, but Castano heads for home. Castano and Antonio Gallardo past the furlong pole, 2 lengths in front to Joe Phillips. Down the outside, Noble Conquest. Hrothgar's put in a big run from the back. As they have a 16th left to go, it's Castano. Long shot Hrothgar up to a clear-cut second. Castano, Hrothgar, one final charge. Castano looking for the wire, will find it. Won it by a length and a half. 50-1 Hrothgar was second. Long way back to multiple horse photo for third there between Noble Conquest, Celerity, and Barley One. And the race is on. Caught him in a beautiful line. Here's Nitro Time in the red colors out for the early advantage. Charmed showing good speed to that one's inside. Cheers for Kitten. Away third on the outside, just a length and a half off the top. Fly Away the gray is back fourth. It's a length and a half back to the other gray. My Boy Blue moves around Luca Drew the ace. And it's 3.5 more back to Officer Country, who's at the back. They have just over 3 furlongs left to go. Nitro Time is the leader. A length and 3/4 in front of Charmed. Cheers for Kitten on the outside. 22 and 4/5 seconds for that opening quarter mile. Johan Rosado and Nitro Time. Around to the quarter pole. That lead still 2. Charmed is second. Under pressure there, Cheers for Kitten. Fly Away to that one's inside. My Boy Blue starts to pick up on the outside. As they're into the lane, Nitro Time takes them to the top of the stretch. The lead still 2. Back in second is Charmed. Down the outside, My Boy Blue is starting to rumble home. Between horses, Fly Away going to need a seam, going to duck down toward the inside. And Luca Drew the ace trying to run on as well. Here's My Boy Blue on the outside of Charmed. Down to the inside comes Fly Away. My Boy Blue, Charmed, Fly Away, My Boy Blue and Charmed, My Boy Blue and Charmed. Photo finish. It's very close. Couldn't see the nose on Charm, but I think My Boy Blue might have got it again. It is a photo finish. Late rush there from Officer Country. Got up to photo for third with Fly Fly Away.